Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We're going to be watching The Flash Season 1, Episode 23. This one is called Fast Enough. This is the season finale for Season 1 of The Flash. So this is going to be my first Flash finale, so I'm super excited. I actually ate lunch through Arrow, the Arrow's finale, so that I would have enough time to react to this one. So yeah, so I'm really excited. I have enough time, so we're going to go ahead and jump in here. So if you guys would like to follow me on Twitter or like to get early access to my reactions or would like to watch full reactions over my Patreon, links are down below. Let's get into this episode.
You have questions, go ahead.
Not sure where to start. Thawne? That is your real name? Eobard Thawne?
Since the day I was born.
And when was that?
136 years from now. This is not what you want to know.
Why did you kill my mother?
Because I hate you. Not you now. You years from now.
In the future?
In a future, yes. We're enemies, rivals, opposites, reverses of one another.
Why? Why were we enemies?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't matter anymore. What matters is neither of us was strong enough to defeat the other. Until I learned your secret. I learned your name. And finally, I knew how to defeat you once and for all. Travel back in time. Kill you
Take him out as a defenseless child. Yeah, wussy way out.
From the face of the earth. And then you, future you, got your younger self out of there. I was so mad. But then I thought, what if you were to suffer something so horrible, so traumatic that your child self could never recover? Then you would not become the Flash. And so I stabbed your mother in the heart. And I was free. Finally able to return to a future without the Flash. Only to realize that in traveling back, I lost my way home. Lost my ability to harness the Speed Force. And without it, I was stuck here. And the only way back was the Flash. But the Flash was gone, and so I created him.
Well, how do you become the Flash to begin with?
Why help me save so many people?
Because I needed you to get fast enough to rupture the space-time barrier and create a stable wormhole through which I could return home. Why would I ever do that? Because if you give me what I want, I'm gonna give you what you want.
Dad's freedom?
You can go back and save your mother.
Oh, that.
You can prevent your father from going to prison.
No, I don't believe you. I want to kill you right now.
I know that rage. I used to feel that rage every time I looked upon you. And now, somehow, I know what Joe and Henry feel when they look on you with pride, with love.
No, don't you ever say that to me.
I know you're upset, but I'm giving you a chance. I'm giving you a chance to undo all the evil I've done.
Don't let him sweet talk you.
This gift has unparalleled risk.
Yeah, change
Barry,
everything.
the night that event altered the timeline you were already on and changed the course of history.
He only changed one day that time.
Exactly. Now, imagine 15 years of compounded experiences. One different decision, no matter how big or small, impacts everything that follows. Moments upon moments, choices upon choices, new relationships. Nothing would be as it is today. And you'd never know the difference because you'd never remember any of it.
Cisco remembered.
So if I go back and save my mom, my dad doesn't go to prison. I never live with Joe and Iris. You might never meet me, or Caitlin, or Ronnie.
The truth is, there's no real way of knowing what your life will be.
There's no choice here, Barry. You have to do this. You gotta change the past. Wells has messed with our lives long enough. This is why you became the Flash, Barry. To put things right. You saved a lot of people's lives this past year. Now it's time to save yours.
Yeah, but if he goes back, it'll be like he never saved those people. I mean, maybe they wouldn't have needed saving, but you don't know that. I don't trust this Dr. Wells deal at all. He has an ulterior motive.
Like I would be going back to that night to save her.
And what does Joe think about all this?
He thinks I should do it.
No. You can't. There's a natural order to things. Okay, things happen the way they do. We may not know why at the time, but there must always be a reason. Now, I believe that.
I can save Mom.
At what cost?
Yeah.
You said
Listen
time
to your
will change.
father.
What if it changes you?
I don't care.
I do. Barry, your honesty, your heart, you were always a hero. And your mom would be just as proud. And if she had a say in this, if she thought for 1 second that you going back to save her would mean you losing what makes you so special, she would never want that. Barry, what I hope...
Don't cry,
for
Barry.
you, maybe the greatest thing that a father can hope for his son is that one day you will become a father yourself. And then you will know how much I truly love you.
I'm here now, for good.
But I
thought too, but I realized that although sometimes I'm more than one man, I'm not whole unless I'm with you. Once upon a time, in a particle accelerator or so ago, you agreed to marry me.
Yes, I did.
What do you say we do that?
I'm happy for Caitlin.
The biggest decision of my life, and if I'm wrong, I can't undo it.
Why would you want to? I mean, you'd get to see your mom again, your dad, have a great career, even get married. Iris West Allen, huh? I never really thought of myself as a hyphenator.
We don't know that that's gonna happen.
Do you think that because you didn't live with us, that's why things are different there?
Growing up together and knowing so much about each other, it made it hard for me to admit how I felt about you. And I waited too long, and you fell in love with Eddie. But living with you and Joe,
But it must have still happened
I've had a
regardless.
great life, Iris.
Because if him living with them had made a difference in their future, then wouldn't it have changed on that newspaper? Since he wasn't made the
What do
same
you think
way,
I should
I
do?
guess. How was he even made the
I
Flash
need someone to tell me.
in the original timeline?
I think you should do what's in your heart. Do what you need to do for yourself.
He's gonna do it, isn't he?
If it makes you feel any better, it took you a whole hour longer to decide than I thought it would.
So, how does this work?
We're only going to inject one particle into the accelerator.
And I'm what it collides with.
And if you can go fast enough, Barry, if you can hit that particle with enough speed, you will punch a hole right through the fabric of reality. And you will create a portal connecting this time to infinite times.
A wormhole.
Through which one might travel back to the past, say, to the night your mother died, or forward to the future to, say, my time.
You said if I run fast enough, what happens if I don't?
If you don't achieve the desired velocity, Barry,
He'll die.
you'll die.
Obviously.
I don't belong here. These barbaric times. It's like living amongst the dead.
Is that what you told yourself?
And you killed
You
him?
killed me?
What did you say?
It was an alternate timeline. One that Barry reset. But I never forgot it. It just kept coming back to me. The way you looked at me when you called me a son. And you crushed my heart with your fist.
Cisco, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It sucked.
Yeah, not for killing you. I'm sure I had a good reason. I'm sorry for the fact that you're able to retain traces of another timeline. You're able to see through the vibrations of the universe. It means the night the particle accelerator exploded, you were affected too.
No. I wasn't.
Don't be afraid, Cisco. I only hope that as you're living your great adventure, you remember who gave you that life and that it was given out of love.
What? So what's this because of metahuman? I'm not saying what because of that part, but the part where he gave it out of love. What kind of bullcrap is that?
I'm sorry, but I'm told.
What exactly is his power? Just remember timelines?
Calculations. If we make
How
the
is that a
slightest
great
error
adventure?
creating the wormhole.
Dr. Wells made it pretty clear when he told me about the future. I don't matter. As far as history's concerned, I don't save the day or get the girl.
And you believed him. What are the odds that Dr. Wells would travel back in time and get stuck in the exact same city as his great-great-great-great-grandfather? And that part of his plan to get home would mean that he'd have to preserve and protect your life. That makes you this rare thing that no scientist can plan for.
Which is?
Coincidence. You, sir, are an anomaly, a wild card, as it were. You are the only person in this whole story who gets to choose his own future.
You gonna change his mind about Iris now?
Colliding with the hydrogen particle, there is a chance that explosion could create a singularity.
What's a singularity?
It's a black hole. We could destroy Central City.
For starters, if we create a singularity here and then cannot control it, we could be looking at a global catastrophe.
I have been planning this for almost 2 decades. It will work.
And how do we make sure we don't open a black hole in the middle of Central City?
So, once the wormhole stabilizes, Barry will have 1 minute and 52 seconds to alter the past and return to this time. If and when he does that, you can close the wormhole, and we can all live happily ever after. Almost 2 minutes. More than enough time to save Nora.
But not enough time to stop you from going home?
Everything's a choice.
I hate this plan.
I can save my mom. I mean, do you think I'm fast enough?
Yes.
I think you can do it. I
know
just
you
don't
are.
think you should do it.
I've dreamed my whole life about saving her.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope everything turns out great. But
I never thought I'd have to lose another parent to do that.
I don't have a good feeling about
No,
him
it's true. It's true.
changing history.
I've always been so focused on everything that I lost that night, but I gained so much too. I was born with one father, and that tragedy gave me another. And I don't think I can lose you.
Don't make me
You
cry.
will never lose me. Ever, you hear me? Ever.